Continuing coverage this morning on Tampa's electric scooters and e-bikes. They sure are a popular way to get around downtown, but they're also a big problem. That's why new rules start this morning across the city of Tampa. You will no longer be able to finish your ride and just drop your scooter anywhere you want. Now you have to find a designated parking area.
A lot of folks are waiting for these new rules. Now on 10 Tampa Bay's Jenny Dean joins us live from downtown Tampa with more on what you need to know. Good morning, Jenny.
Yeah, good morning, Caitlin and Jameson. This is a scooter hub. You can see the scooters are all lined up in one place. There's even a rack type thing right here for the scooters to park next to. And this is what the city of Tampa is talking about. They want you to pick up a scooter from a hub and they want you to drop it off at a hub. And some of them may be marked a little differently. I've seen the sidewalks have kind of white markings of paint around where the scooters should go. And this is really important because in the past, you could get on your scooter, ride it wherever you wanted, and then just park it whenever you got to where you were going. And unfortunately, people are often just dropping them in the middle of the sidewalk, right in front of a doorway, or even in the grass or the shrubs. And the city is really hoping to clean up that problem by having the scooter companies force you to park them in a specific location, or you could face a fine. And they're also hoping that it'll help keep people from just tossing those scooters in the Hillsborough River. You know, since the city started the e-scooter program a few years back, they have pulled more than 200 scooters from the river, 27 of those just last week. And this takes special cleanup crews, special dive teams. And you know, the city really doesn't want to discourage people from using e-transportation like the scooters and the bikes, because it does keep cars off the roads for there's really quick little single trips that take short distances. It relieves a lot of congestion, but really they want people to start being more responsible when they use the scooters, and that means being more responsible about parking them. So this could take a little more planning. If you're going to be out riding a scooter, when you go to pick one up, you're going to have to know at the end of wherever you're going for your location that there's a place that you can drop it off and leave it at a scooter hub that's close to where you're going. Now that is a question we have though, because we don't see any signs that tell people that they need to drop it at a hub, that they're going to have to park it there. So we don't know if when you open the scooter app, if that's something. So Jameson, still some questions here about how the city's going to enforce this.
Yeah, Jenny, it's Caitlin here with you this morning. We'll get to Jameson in just a second, but this has been an ongoing issue, and you wish that people would just respect the scooters and the property around them. It just has been an ongoing problem, so that's why this is in place. What scooter companies do we have right now, and how will it impact people who just have their own personal scooters?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So right now we have Lime Scooters, Hellbiz, and Spin. Those are the only three scooter companies that are contracted with the city. Lime also has the e-bikes. So those are the only ones that you really should be taking. Now, if you have a personal scooter, that's okay. These rules don't apply to you, but you're probably not going to just throw your personal scooter in the middle of the sidewalk or into the river. You're probably going to fold it up or lock it on a bike rack or something like you would do. And so the city isn't necessarily worried about that. But we are told if you do park these scooters in an area that is not designated, then the scooter company could actually charge you a fine or an extra fee. So you really do need to find out the best place to park when you get where you're going. It's going to take a little more planning. We're also going to be asking some more questions about this today to find out how the city's going to work to help enforce this policy. We're live in Tampa. Jenny Dean, 10 Tampa Bay.
Well, hopefully some fines will clean up the problem. All right, thank you, Jenny.